Okay, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 available. There's 4 of us, which means one of us gets an extra contract, which also makes it interesting as well. But let's go to the wheel of choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I put a lot of time into thinking of that name, didn't I? The wheel of choice. Choice, a wheel. Right. And, no, hang on.
Monopoly
Open.
wheel.
Oh,
Choice.
okay. Make me sign in. What are you trying to do? That one. Open. Yeah. There we go. Right. Got it. Okay. Let's click on it and see who gets to first choice. Here we go. Right. Smoother, you get to choose the big contract, is it?
Yep, say 70.
Cool. There you go. Let me know when you made your choice.
It,
Oh, it's already gone.
Okay, next. For the
yeah,
ability.
who the hell wouldn't pick that one?
DJ.
Hey. Done.
Next on the list. Dead Nemit.
What?
Smudo.
Me again.
Yeah, which means I can remove DJ's name as well because he's got his one. You've got 2 contracts. And it's just down to me and Patrio.
You can have the more expensive.
And okay. It'd be me. Just almost clicked over to you, Patrio, but that sounds as weird. Where's the game gone? There it is. I went right past it. Sort of like I do with oh, okay. Roads. Which means, Patrio, you've got the last one.
Which is funny because that was the one I was going to pick from the start.
Right, let me just get some sunlight going here. That'll do.
Get there eventually, though.
Would you kindly remove the contractor for the other farm again, JJ?
Yeah, okay. I might have to get into the thing for that. Is that my biggest tractor or is it the other one? That's my biggest tractor. Can I do it from here? I don't think I can I? Because I'm in my farm. I've got to go into the other farm, which I better get out of there because I don't trust that. Right, remove contract access. And that one. No, E. Oh, yeah, get out of the farm, go into my farm. That'll work. How many playthrough? What playthrough? Just my solo? You asked 5 minutes ago, and I've just noticed now. Sorry, Dave. Did I even say hello to you, Dave? I don't think I did. I'm having a real bizarre day today. Dave.
I don't think you did either, because you appeared when you were making your coffee.
No, I saw the Go Patrio ages ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
I was trying to give you an out, dude.
Yeah, no, I've been honest.
Well, that's your own damn fault then.
Okay, I see what you mean, Dave. Yeah. Anyway, hello, Dave. Sorry, mate. I've just had, I don't know, I'm just in a bizarre mood today.
I think everyone is.
We've got, each of us have got a farm, but that last farm is because there's a bug with the game where with contract grass fields, fields that you grass fields that you don't own, once you've mowed them, they won't regrow. And Smudo found a thing that might fix that, which is what we're doing now. So I added that farm in, bought the fields that have got grass on, and we were using the grass rollers on them, which apparently is the fix. And it looks like it is, because you got no information on the map about them either, like what, if they'd been harvested, what growth state they were in, whether they needed fertilising or anything like that. Nothing was showing up on the map. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll them, which fertilisation states have now shown up on those fields, which is hopefully a good sign. Sell them again, and then hopefully they'll be available most likely next game year to be able to be mowed and baled and stuff as one of the contracts. The only issue there, obviously, I think, is we'll have to keep doing that, rinse and repeat, to be able to have those contracts. Because we haven't had them after, they just don't regrow. As simple as that. We had it in the first year, those contracts, and after we mowed them, baled them and all that kind of stuff, they didn't grow, and we never got a contract for baling. Hence the reason why it's got such a huge amount of money in it, for that reason. Whoops. I went to grab my coffee and accidentally hit the lower implement on my gear stick. So it was just to buy the equipment. Might as well keep the equipment. I was going to lease it, but now I didn't actually think before that we probably have to do it every time we mow the fields as a contract. Once you bought them, you won't have the issue.
Maybe not. JJ, maybe not. We might get lucky and the next update comes before that is an issue again.
Or it might fix the issue completely, which is one thing I was sort of hoping for.
It is obviously a possibility too.
I gather from your comment in Discord today, your question about the AI workers, that you've been playing the game. I actually haven't had I've had issues with the AI workers, and I think it's more the field definitions than anything else. But for the most part, even with Courseplay and AI, I've had more issues with the AI extension in Courseplay, and I actually used Hired Helper more than I've ever used Hired Helper since I found Courseplay ever in this game. Actually, with Stevie's edit, it's been really good. Courseplay hasn't, but since I redid Windows and that, Courseplay's actually working fine on Stevie's edit now, which is really good. Right, so hopefully it's quite a sharp turn it needs to do. I've got it set to automatically turn because I'm trying to have my coffee. It's got nothing to do with the truth, which is I'm lazy. Actually, I might do a couple of headlands. So it's not something I have to worry about. Bring up the lines again. Where are you there? Oh, okay. You still haven't played it yet. Right. Well, since there's stuff on contract, mind you, after I finish this, something else might come out. There's a lot of stones here. I wish they had that as a contract option. Picking the stones up.
Especially since on some fields you are by now on the red stone level, which is harsh. Whoa, look at this. All fields are either orange or red on the red stone level. Damn.
Yeah, what would be really good is they give you the contract to pick the stones up, but because you don't make that much money off them, you're allowed to keep the stones and make the money off that. Which I think would probably be realistic. I don't know. I suppose someone would buy stones for some reason. Garden centre or something like that.
Well, in terms of gameplay, you just treat it like a weeding job.
Yeah. What I didn't know, I found out this week while watching a video. The debris crusher for the stones has 2 drop-off points. One at the bottom, one on top. And apparently if you put your stones in the top one on top of the debris crusher, you get more money for it than you do if you unload it on the ground, on the other one, which is the ground unload.
Yeah, I did not know that either. How do you decide which one your trailer tips in anyway?
Oh, I think with the top one you won't be able to use a trailer. You have to do it with a bucket.
I mean, I'm using a lime converter anyway, so I put the stones into the crusher and take the lime out so I don't sell the stones on my solo.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing that when I've got enough fields with enough stones. But at the moment, neither of my playthroughs have got that, because one of them I just took the stones off, but they're all grass fields for my cows and sheep.
Yeah.
Until I can buy the big field, which needs about $1 million, on Stevie's edit of this huge field, and then I'm going to plant corn to make my silage, because I haven't done a big X in used a big X in such a long time, which I used to do all the time, especially with 17. What was the name of the American map there? Not Ravenport, was it? It was
Goldcrest Valley.
Goldcrest Valley. Yeah, that's all I did. Because that was my map for animals, mate. Well, actually cows, what it was for. No, it wasn't. It was my silage map, where I just made silage and sold it. And that's all I used. There was the big field on the right hand side, I think it was number 9, and there was 2 fields underneath, and I joined them up into one huge field and just planted corn and let big X's go for gold and Causeway to have its way. Well, actually, I think I was the one driving the big X, and I had Causeway unloading me, delivering it off to the BGA, and having Causeway level the shaft.
So you say it was the number 9, huh? Or a number 9 large.
There we go again.
Number 6 with extra dip. 2 number 7. 1 with cheese.
One.
and a big soda.
No, you're missing a bit.
Oh, it could be worse. You guys could start singing that Beatles song.
Which one?
Beatles
Number,
song?
number 9, which is just basically 9, 9, 9, 9. And I totally agree. No, 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 no. Turn it off.
Well, that more reminds me more of the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mine. 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 Mine.
So you say Beatles, I was thinking it was Yellow Submarine.
Same.
Great movie.
Basically. Or one.
Great movie.
Is a movie?
Yeah, Yellow Submarine's a movie. Yeah, it's a cartoon.
Did not know that.
Yeah, they wanted nothing to do with that. They had to really get them to come in and do their voices on it. And out of all their all 4 movies, it's the one they liked the most, which is funny. It is. It's a great movie. Then again, I like them. My parents had the movies, and you had the first one, which Hard Day's Night, which I quite enjoyed. It was in black and white, but it was good. And then you got the second one, which is Help, and that's hilarious, that movie. John Lennon is absolutely hilarious. Good comedian, actually. He had a choice there. The music didn't work out for him, but it did. But Help is a really, really funny movie with a secret agent type storyline and all that. It's really good. Then you had Yellow Submarine, and then you just had Let It Be, which is basically the documentary of them making the album Let It Be. And then we had all the outtakes that weren't released for ages, but connections and all the infighting and other bits and pieces between them all at the time. Have any of you guys seen that movie Jojo Rabbit?
I've had a friend recommend it, but I haven't picked it up.
Oh, good movie. Anyone else?
Not good.
Okay. All right then. No point having that conversation. No, I was watching a fellow countrywoman of yours, Smudo, watch it. And it was rather interesting because it's a comedy type movie. It's done by Taika Waititi. About, do you know what it's about, Smudo?
Oh. Yes, I've seen the trailer for that one. It's about a kid hallucinating friendship with Adolf Hitler, I think.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, so it's actually from a book, but yeah, that's sort of the premise with another twist to it, ups and downs and stuff like that. But it's quite funny. It's done as a comedy, and it was really interesting to have a German's point of view, because I didn't realise this, and you might be able to sort of confirm this. You know, there's a lot of Hitler parodies in Germany. Making fun of Hitler, and she explained the reason why.
A lot of jokes, yeah.
Yeah, because it's well, what she said is a whole point of just reminding, or how, you know, something to do with the past and all that. Even though it was mainly just Hitler and the Nazi Party, it wasn't representative of all Germans at all. At the time, and that whole movie with her going through. The funny thing is more importantly, is that she was absolutely amazed of how sort of realistic for that time it was. The details with the kids being brainwashed with the Hitler Youth, and but also with a lot of other stuff that was going on, what it was like. And she was talking about, because their grandmother and grandfather living through the war, telling them what it was like and how hard it was to live and find food after the end of the war and all that kind of stuff, scavenging through rubbish bins and all that. It was a really interesting sort of watch of her watching this movie and reacting to it, as well as giving you all this information on a German's point of view about that time and that. And it's just, you know, that little information is great. Because you can only assume things, and yeah, it was quite interesting. Mind you, it's the type of thing I like to watch and learn about anyway. But yeah, no, it's great. And if you haven't seen the movie, guys, it's a really good, funny movie, really good movie.
Yeah, one of the late show talk show hosts in Germany, Jan Böhmermann, constantly makes fun of Hitler. He has a web series where he is dressed as Adolf and he does hauls like the all those Twitch girls do. Buys completely random garbage and unpacks it in with all the fanfare it doesn't deserve.
Yeah, she showed.
Obviously, all items are a little bit geared so he can make puns and jokes about the Nazis and Hitler. So
Yeah. She showed a few examples of shows that are on there, and her explanation about the whole thing was really, really good. Because half the reason she wanted to watch it is because she's seen so many parodies done. She wanted to see how a parody, Hitler parody, would be done from another country. But she assumed was American. It was all done American, but of course it was Taika Waititi that wrote it. And it was English actors in it. Actually, I think the main kid's English. The other kid, his friend in it is English. Well, definitely English, because unlike the other guy, he couldn't do a German accent, so he stuck with his English accent. And then you had Rebel Wilson, who's Australian. You had Scarlett Johansson's in it. Obviously, she's American, and there was the other guy's American, and there was the guy from Game of Thrones is in it. What's his name?
Nikolai Coster-Waldau. Jamie Lannister.
No. The one that that was friends with the. It was a Bolt. Is it Bolton? No.
Oh, you mean the Greyjoy kid, Theon?
Theon Greyjoy. Yeah, he's in it.
Isn't he? What's his name? Alfie, something. Alfie Allen, isn't he the brother of Lily Allen?
Oh, I wouldn't have a clue.
The singer?
Wouldn't have a clue. I don't know. They don't look alike.
Yeah, I remember that because they wanted Lily Allen to play his sister in Game of Thrones. And she said, oh, hell no, because there's a scene where he plays with her. You know?
Yeah.
I can't get any more specific because PG and stuff.
Yeah, well, even suggesting it was a bit too far, but yeah. I get what you mean. Moving on. Yeah, anyway, great movie. Funny, heartwarming, but sad as well, but well worth the watch. I wasn't sure about watching it, but once I did, I was happy I did. Really glad that I chose to watch it. If anyone watching hasn't seen that movie, Jojo Rabbit, definitely go watch it. It's a very rare movie of these days, as in it's actually really good. Original and good.
Well, let's take away Gigi. So the good is a given.
Especially when he's the one playing Hitler.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. Looks funny too.
all this time I did headlands, so I could drink my coffee and have it turn around automatically. And I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows to go, and I've been doing the turns manually.
Mm.
Hey, one another TV show I've got into recently just because I had nothing else to do, and I thought, oh, I've seen little bits about it. Nothing much really. I'll watch it just to see what it's like, and loving it. And it's the late great what's her name, Betty White, with Hot in Cleveland. That is absolutely funny, that TV show, and it's brilliant.
Oh yeah, that's the her last TV show. She started playing when she was like 93 or something.
No, she was 89. They actually did an episode with her turning 90, and then they actually did a thing with, at the end of it, in front of the live audience, because it's done with the live audience, bringing out a cake and stuff, where she got all emotional. But I think the good thing about that, I mean, the ladies on it are great. All 4 of them, including Betty, but I think it's they really clicked in real life, but they also had a lot of fun of it. You can see them laughing, and they keep it in, because Betty comes up with some good one-liners that are not in the script and stuff, and you can see them giggle, but it just adds a realism to it, you know, because you can see them actually genuinely laugh, and they just keep it in.
Yeah, Betty White was savage, man. She would drop you a new one.
And another good thing too about it is because originally she was obviously, obviously I didn't realise this myself. I heard of the Mary Tyler Moore show, and I think it used to be on when I was a kid. You know, 20 years after it started, like I said earlier, because the shows had arrived here were always 10, 15 years already been on the air in America before we got them. Because Betty White was on that, and there was also another actress that was in it that plays her friend in Hot in Cleveland as well. And they actually did an episode where they brought all the ladies, including Mary Tyler Moore and the other lady that was on that, do an episode as they were old friends who had fallen out, and it was absolutely brilliant. And one of them was just hilarious, really hilarious. But they'll do specials and show bloopers every now and then, and you get to see some really funny stuff. Really funny bloopers with some of the special guests, because they had a lot of famous TV actors, well-known TV actors and stuff that wanted to come in and do a cameo on the show. And yeah, you get one guy, I can't remember his name, he was always funny. He used to be in a lot of movies, but never a main actor, but he's always got a good sense of humour. And yeah, some of the stuff he comes up with off the cuff and the bloopers is just hilarious.
Yeah, so I started binging recently is Letterkenny. That show is just so friggin' weird, so friggin' hilarious.
Job done.
Yep, same.
Actually, before I head on home, let's see if we can't get ourselves some more contracts here as I collect the money for that one. I'll click though. It looks like it's that time of the year, ladies and gentlemen. November, December. Oh, November, December. Probably remembered this at the wrong time, but I've got some crop somewhere that needs to be sold, and I don't have a trailer to take it.
I have crops to be sold as well. You have it probably in the train silo, and the Goldcrest Rally is probably the best selling station anyway.
If it's not, it's my only choice. I'll just double check what I've got.
got some stuff as well, but
Didn't you have some sorghum or something?
Yeah,
no barley.
that you forgot to send off.
Yeah, probably.
Some bonus cash for you, dude. That's what that is. Because it was the one that you didn't realise that you had to send the train off to for the contract, and you thought the contract was down, and I gave you the money for the contract.
Yeah, I have a bit of corn left over. But the best price will be in December, so tomorrow. Not gonna set it today.
Well, I think it's roughly the same December, January. I think they're all the best prices for everything are roughly December, January for all crops.
That is true, yeah, but the prices are currently still rising for corn. And I sold some corn on my single player, and the best prices were around December. Like $100 per 1,000 difference from what it is right now.
Alright, drop this off and go see what those rollers are doing.
The ones at field 71 done. They're sitting center and they aren't moving.
Okay, good.
Yeah, they have half a line left each. And the one on field 18 is, I think, yeah, he didn't do the last run on the side. And
That's
he
right.
has to do 15, 16, and 17 still.
Well, you hit the two contracts, Smudo. How you doing with them?
I'm done.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm just wondering, should we
Yeah, I
get
mean,
them?
one of them was a fertilizer contract, so that didn't take long. Even though it was a big field.
But who's free at the moment? Be able to
I am.
give contract things and go sort out those
Yeah.
those field set. Okay.
I can't hire or fire helper monkeys though.
I just thought you might as well just do it manually, just if that field needs to be just finished off. And maybe if we've got someone else free, because we've got how many more to go? Yeah, there's a line down there. Where are we up here?
Okay, it's not letting me.
Oh, because I took contract.
Because there's a helper in there and you can hire or fire it.
No, I took his access away. I've given it back to you, DJ. So there's one run to be done. So if you want to, guys, want to finish.
I meant apparently it says I've got 20,000 liters of barley somewhere, but I've already hired the train and it's not coming out.
Oh, it might be in the other train station.
Sometimes takes a minute. Oh, then it is probably at the other side of it. The one near field 35.
That's up the other end, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Straight along. Just follow the train tracks.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you can miss it.
Alright, so I suppose on my solo play I've got to go in and have a look at the grass care category, because that's all I've got for my cows. And I just planted the grass, I did everything, I rolled it.
I'm a Patrio.
Yeah, well, if you plant the grass fresh, then a normal